In the white ball game, one subject that always comes up is the Yorker. Now I've got Waqar alongside me, of course, none better than Waqar with Yorkers. Waqar, thanks for joining me. First of all, how did you learn the art? I mean, you were head and shoulders above the rest. How are you so good?
Mikey, it's a long story, but I'll cut it short for you. I grew up here in this very ground, and I come from southern Punjab, which is further down, and because we have grown up on these sort of pitches where there's no grass, and telling you honestly, when I even played for Pakistan, or when I was just sort of coming, up the ranks, I didn't know what conventional swing was. All I knew was just to bowl quickly, just bowl pace, and that's how it happened. And then when I came to Pakistan team, the reverse swing was always there. Even in college time or school time, one thing I knew was reverse, and then that's why when I got to international, that's why the success came very quickly.
So how long did it take you to perfect the Yorker? And if we've got guys, first-class players, maybe test players watching this, how long, if they haven't really got it right yet, will it take them to perfect it?
Look, it's not about how to perfect it. It's about how much practice you do every day, because it's not something you do it once and this will be corrected and everything is there. It needs time, it needs practice, and it needs lots of right deliveries to be bowled. And I feel that if it's reversing, it's much easier because then you know exactly where to bowl. But if it's not, you still got to practice a lot.
We saw some great examples. Tell me just briefly, who taught you reverse swing?
Look, nobody actually taught me reverse swing. It was just, as I said, I didn't know what bowling was. I was so natural with my action because I was so side on. So I used to get that natural outswinger. Even I didn't know how that happened, but it was there. But because I bowled with pace, and great Imran Khan loved the pace at the time, and then he said, let's go to Sharjah first time.
So what about examples today? Who are the guys you admire who can bowl a really good Yorker?
Look, it's a tough delivery nowadays because the batters are so good nowadays. They move around in the pitch on the crease so much that it's difficult. But I will still say Shaheen Afridi comes to my mind, Starkey comes to my mind, Bumrah comes to my mind. I mean, Brett Lee is probably from the little bit older age. Malinga is from maybe 10 years ago. But now, modern days, these are the guys I think that they, when they get it. Rabada, when he gets it right, it's just amazing.
Right, rapid fire questions. When you're running into bowl to bowl that Yorker, what do you look at?
It goes for different. I had a slingy action, so I used to look sort of just outside the off stump, maybe 6 inches or 8 inches outside the off stump, and I used to target sort of mid stump, and then the ball used to dip and hit the stump.
Do you work on different Yorkers? Quick answers?
Sometime I used to sort of drop my arm a little bit and try to sling it a bit to get that trajectory a little low, because it's hard to when it's coming at a lower trajectory.
And how much does confidence play in this?
A lot, and that can only comes with practice. And be confident when you bowling in the match. Don't sort of start thinking, oh, I'm going to get hit all over the place. Then you won't be able to do it.
And I've heard people talk about holding their breath, for example, or lifting their chin up when they run in. They say that helps. Did you got to find your own thing, or what?
Yeah, I guess probably it works for certain. But it's not, I never even thought about it.
Right, a quick one. Okay. What's the best advice to a young guy or a first-class player? Quick answer now, best advice to him.
Look, the best advice I feel is when you are standing at your run-up and you're thinking of Yorker, don't think of anything else. Yes, you can bowl maybe because the batters are moving in the crease a lot. So what you can do is keep an eye on his legs or keep an eye where he's moving, but this is your area. This is the place where you need to bowl. Either bowl wide Yorker, straight or leg side or whatever you want to bowl, but be very clear about your plans.
Okay, terrific. Waqar, thanks.
Thank you.
I bet you learned something there. Hope you enjoyed that.